We got to talk about the food stamp program in North Carolina. Right now, about 1.4 million North Carolinians rely on food stamps. It's about 13% of the whole state's population. It's a lot of people. We've been hearing a lot about the food stamp program recently because due to the federal government shutdown, the SNAP program, which we call food stamps, is running out of money. Just last week, North Carolina's Attorney General Jeff Jackson and a bipartisan coalition of 24 other states blocked the Trump administration from shutting down the SNAP program. Good work. And that's great, but unless Congress figures out a budget deal soon, the SNAP program will run out of money in a few weeks. And when that happens, 42 million of the poorest Americans and 1.4 million North Carolinians are gonna go hungry. In addition to food stamps, there's also WIC, which provides stuff like baby formula and food to infants and mothers. It's separate from food stamps, but also related, and that's going to shut down too. Here's a look at the counties around the state with the highest proportion of food stamp recipients. No surprise here, poorer counties have more people on food stamps. Right at the top of the list is Robeson, followed by Scotland, Edgecombe, and Hertford. All in all, there are 17 counties around North Carolina where 1 out of every 5 people or more rely on food stamps. The average food stamp recipient in North Carolina gets about $175 a month, which is about $44 a week. $44 a week. Out of that 1.4 million North Carolinians who rely on food stamps, about 600,000 are children under 18, about 40%. Another 20%, or about 280,000, are over 60. 80% of the adults who receive food stamps in North Carolina are working jobs. The problem is they just don't earn very much money. The total annual national cost of the food stamp program is about $100 billion a year, which is a little bit more than double what we're sending to Argentina right now. Now, I know some of you are wondering it, so here it is. Nationally, about 89% of food stamp recipients are native-born U.S. citizens. That proportion is probably slightly higher in North Carolina given our demographics. Another 6% are naturalized citizens, and the other 5% are refugees or people with special legal classifications. Undocumented immigrants are not eligible to receive food stamps and never have. Only 6% of food stamp recipients nationally are U.S. citizen children whose parents are not citizens. In those cases, the parents are not eligible for food stamps, but their children are. It's a tiny edge case. The vast majority of food stamp recipients are just poor Americans who live somewhere like Columbus or Polk or Richmond County who are working jobs that don't pay them very much. In fact, food stamps in North Carolina go so disproportionately to rural communities that they have a net positive economic impact there, and they keep some rural communities alive. What you see in the debate over food stamps is that people kind of split in two ways. Either you're outraged that we have 42 million Americans on food stamps because we tolerate that much poverty, or you're outraged that that many poor working people and children exist to begin with. I think we tolerate way too much poverty, and killing food stamps is going to make it a lot worse.